Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his view of you currently and the relationship connection. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. Meditate here on the 3 cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This would be 1, 2, and 3. Let's get straight into your reading. Hello, beautiful pile 1. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. In your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his view about you currently and the relationship connection. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Let's get straight into your reading. I see your energy. You're naturally drawn here to your card, the King of Swords. So the King of Swords, it's about communication. And he is feeling like there is a communication discord right now in the relationship. He feels like you're being very strategic with how you do reach out to him, how you communicate with him. You're very intentional with the way you communicate, your strategy. And he thinks about that. He feels like you're intentional with your actions as well and your behavior. When it comes to your text messages or calling him, you think about that communication first before you reach out. And you're very careful about the things that you do share with him. And this King of Swords energy, that sword energy, it does rule over the air zodiac signs. So Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra are significant here in the birth chart, in his birth chart or your birth chart, as a confirmation in the reading. In the sun, moon, or rising signs, the 7th house of relationships, or the planet Venus. Quite significant here, that air zodiac sign energy. I do want to point out that air energy is also an indication that he is watching your social media. He's watching your social media, through private account. He's being very observant right now, and he's being very creative as to not get caught, with watching your social media. So if you see accounts and they don't have pictures on them and just these odd names, then that is him watching you, okay? Because he wants to know what you're doing day to day, who you're communicating with, who are you dating, are you going out with someone? He wants to know what's happening with you day to day. So he's very nosy, that is for sure. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His view of you right now and the relationship connection. How does he see it? How does he see you? So you have here the Finch Spirit Guide. He feels like, he loves the connection. He loves what you guys have going on. He wishes that it could be a deeper emotional connection. Although he is not one that wears his heart on his sleeve, that is you. For some reason, he wishes that he could be this more emotional, driven person like you are. I'm picking up water energy. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces in the top placements of the birth chart as well. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His view of you. What is his view of you and the relationship connection? Thank you, Spirit. You have here, it's simple, really. How do I feel? I want you, us, forever. This is a very strong confirmation because here with the French spirit guide, if you do see right here, I love us. I love us. And then you have this card. It's really simple. How do I feel? I want you, us forever. So he wants this relationship to be one that can stand the test of time. He thinks about the future. He's concerned whether or not this relationship is going to work out in the way that he desires it to be. He sits and ponders. He wonders just what happened with the connection. Where did things turn? So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he view you and the relationship connection? Cancer. Spirit just gave us that insight of that Cancer energy, that water energy. Thank you, Spirit. This is a very strong confirmation showing up here. He's in his feelings right now over the relationship, over you, over what has happened. He's in his feelings a lot. That Cancer energy is about, he feels like you're being moody at this time. He feels like you're very sensitive to things that go on with the connection. He feels like you're hiding something from him as well. You're being very mysterious and standoffish. You're not sharing as much as you would share before. Yeah. I feel like you're being very sympathetic towards him, highly empathetic, giving him the benefit of the doubt. But he sees you as being very moody and introverted right now, where you're not sharing as much as you were sharing with him before. You're not letting him know everything that you have on your heart or your mind. It's just you're not doing that because you don't want to get hurt and you don't want to give out more than he's giving you. Thank you, Spirit. The Cancer zodiac energy, it is ruled by the moon. Yes, it's ruled by the moon, and the moon governs the intuition. So Spirit is encouraging you here to trust your intuition as it does relate to this relationship connection. Trust what this person has shown you. Trust this. He sees you as being a very protective person. You're protecting your heart. You protect those who are close to you as well. And a very caring person, very perceptive. Very perceptive you are. Family oriented. He knows that you love your family. You're a family oriented person. Those that are close to you, you really care about. Nurturing and warm is how he views you. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. Also, the moon does rule over the mother. So the mothering and parenting and nurturing is significant here in this reading. So there's a connection and a strong emphasis on the mother right now. So something to do with children as well in this connection. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he view you? How does he view you right now? And the relationship connection. Guide. With the guide energy, this is intriguing because I do want to point out that he does place financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight, meaning that he will put money over what he is feeling and over deep connections with other people. I feel like with this energy showing up, the guide, as a strong confirmation with Cancer here, because it represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. So this is a very strong confirmation on how he does view you. He does view you as someone being very nurturing. I feel like he can be the type of person that is kind of codependent and will try to take advantage of you, because you are giving, you are generous, you are nurturing. So trust your intuition. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. How does he view you right now and the relationship connection? How does he view you right now? Thank you, Spirit. You have here the World. So with the World card, he feels like you're going to travel somewhere. You're going to leave and you're not going to look back. He feels like you are separating yourself from him emotionally now, trying to completely cut him off, trying to start a new life with new people, new friends, doing things differently, seeing a new perspective. He feels like also that you have learned a lesson from dealing with him. This relationship was quite challenging, and you feel like you've learned the lesson as well. You feel like it's time for you to move on. He is afraid that that's what you're going to do, that you may move on and you may connect with other people because you're driven. You're very goal oriented and you're a go-getter. And there's energy here where you are glowing up in your life. And so you really feel like you don't have time to keep playing games with this person, and you are just really on this path of evolution where you know that there's so much that you have to give, to share, to express creatively. And he's concerned that you'll meet someone, a group of people that you will be able to collaborate with and share your creative gifts with. He's also concerned about a romantic partner that may show up that will eventually help take your mind off of him. And that drives his insecurities right there. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His views about you and the relationship connection. What are his views and the relationship connection? You have here, look at this, the Ace of Cups. This is about a new relationship. And Spirit just gave us that insight seconds earlier with the World card message. Thank you, Spirit. This is what's going on here. A new baby, a relationship, a proposal, or a marriage is significant in this reading. It's huge in this reading. He thinks about this energy of this Ace of Cups. This is water energy as well, representing Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So it's quite confirmative. I can truly say that your reading is accurate AF. Yes, thank you, Spirit, for this confirmation. Very pressed, very worried that you may connect with someone that is more compatible with you and start a new relationship and possibly, raise a baby, have a baby, or even that person will propose marriage to you. This is something that's been on his mind and he thinks about it a lot. He thinks about you meeting the one that is close, that could be closer to you than he is, or than what he has ever shown you he is to be. So group 1, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments and they definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful pile 2. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. In your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on how does he view you right now and the relationship connection. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Let's get straight into your reading. You are naturally drawn here to your card, the Temperance. And with the Temperance energy, let me just point out what I'm picking up. He feels like you have more self-control right now, like you have more patience. He's not able to trigger you. He's not able to influence you. You're not calling him as fast as you used to, texting him back immediately. You're making him wait for a response from you. And he's thinking about that. He's saying, wow, you're being really chill. She is so chill. What is going on? So it's making him doubt. Your Temperance energy here, how you have moderation in place, self-control. It's like this harmonizing vibe that you are on right now. This frequency is so high and so nice that it is literally making him second guess whether or not he means anything to you right now, because he's not able to influence you, make you react to his to his attention, make you respond to his triggers. And the things that he does that are triggering aren't all negative things. Sometimes he'll do something that's positive, but he wants your response because he wants your attention, but you're not giving him that attention as much as you were before. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he view you right now and the relationship connection? How does he view you? Thank you, Spirit. Divine Dreamer. Change the way you see, not the way you look. This is significant because you were thinking about changing yourself or changing the way you look, doing some sort of, enhancement or cosmetic procedure. Spirit is encouraging you to know that you are beautiful just the way you are. You don't have to change anything. And, especially if you're wanting to impress someone else, don't do it. You are so amazing and so gorgeous. So it's really a message for you to change the way you see yourself, not the way that you look. This person actually does love your physical appearance. Even if he acts like he doesn't, that's a lie. That's fake. That's false. He loves the way that you look. It's just that he is afraid to tell you that because he doesn't want you to have great self-confidence. And that's just an insecurity on his part. So pay that no mind and know that you are loved. You've been practicing self-love, self-courage, self-respect, and self-assurance, so you are on the right track. Stay there. He knows that you've raised your standards as well. So this is something that is bothering him. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His exact. What's his feelings? How does he view you? Thank you, Spirit. Look at this. This is a 10 of Swords. Communication. You cut him off. You have boundaries in place. Swords energy, especially this 10 of Swords. Here's air sign energy, air zodiac. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius in the top placements of the birth chart. And the sun, moon, are rising signs, the 7th house of relationships, or the planet Venus. See it in the top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart. As a confirmation here in this reading, I do want to point out that with this 10 of Swords energy, you know what? This is energy about a complete and painful ending. Something happened in this relationship that hit rock bottom, that made you say, hey, I'm going to turn course here. I have to go in a different direction. This is not for me. Okay? And he is thinking about his actions right now, the things that he said to you, how he did behave. Let's get more insight. How does he view you and the relationship connection? Thank you, Spirit. You have here the 4th house. Look at the 4th house showing up. This is about the home. So there's a very strong confirmation with something happening in this relationship connection. The 4th house does rule over the home. It also rules over the zodiac sign of Cancer. So Cancer is significant. So you got the home here, the family, and the past. The number 4 is significant in your birthday or his birthday, in the birthday, birth month, or birth year. So this is something with the family, the home, or the past here. So here, this is about also like your inner world, This is what you're working on right now, your inner world, your spirit. I love the 4th house showing up with the Temperance energy. Thank you, Spirit. So with you here, you're centered and you're very comfortable being in balance here, having more patience and more self-control than ever. And it bothers him, because he's not working on himself in this way, but you are. And you're encouraged to stay on this role here of self-care. Stay on that path of self-care. Thank you, Spirit. He thinks about something to do with cooking, something to do with making meals as well. He thinks about that a lot. So either you cook or he cooks or someone cooks here, and that's something that he is thinking about. Real estate is quite significant here in this reading as well. So maybe you're interested in purchasing real estate or going to real estate school, something about real estate. You're looking at houses to move. Spirit is encouraging you. Yes, yes, yes. Go in that direction of abundance, prosperity, leveling up, the glow up here. You can have whatever you want. All you have to do is focus on that. Focus on it with intention and dedication and faith, and you can have this. I definitely see here that with that self-care regimen that is going on, you are looking a lot younger right now, and he thinks about that. He's like, whoa, she looks so young. You look so good. So that's because your inner world feels good. So continue on that path. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he view you right now? How does he view you and the relationship connection? What is this? Healer. Look at the healer energy showing up. And Spirit just gave us that insight with that self-care regimen. Spirit is like, if you, yes, keep drinking those green drinks, eating those high vibrational nutritional foods, you're doing the right thing. With the healer energy, I do want to point out here that he does have, this character where he, does take advantage of those who need help while failing to care for himself. And you, on the other hand, you have the passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. You have the ability to transform pain into healing. So this is why you were connected with this person anyway. This person is a part of your purpose. So because this person is someone that, you do think about and you are connected with, it's really about you. It's really about you aligning with your true essence here and your higher self. And thank you, Spirit. I love how the Temperance card, the healer card laid naturally under the Temperance card. So that's a very strong confirmation that your reading is extremely accurate. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he view you and the relationship connection? How does he view you? How does he view you? Emotional intimacy. You know what? He is afraid to truly open up. Being raw and authentic with his emotions is something he is still working on. And you can't wait for him. You cannot wait for him. You cannot be his savior or his healer. It's something that has to take time, as it took time with you as well. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, he's in a state right now where it's about growth for him. It's really about, the more he is alone with himself, then he will tap into knowing what it really is to be intimate, to be communicative, to be truthful and honest. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he view you and the relationship connection? Thank you, Spirit. The strength. Spirit just gave us that insight moments earlier about how you are on this journey. You're strong. You're on this journey of self-love, self-respect, self-assurance, unconditional love for yourself, and quite frankly, for him too. You don't hold any regrets, any grudges, any resentment. And he knows this. He knows this. But Spirit is encouraging you because you do have this warm heart and you're very generous to accept that discernment that you are shown. You are shown everything that you need to know about this person. And ask for guidance from your spirit guides. Ask Spirit to raise your level of discernment so that you are not taken advantage of, not only by him, but by others as well. So with the Strength card showing up, this is about courage. This is how he does see you because you're standing up for yourself now. You have your boundaries in place and they are persistent, consistent boundaries. And this makes him very afraid because he's worried about whether or not this connection will be able to continue. But that is totally, that decision is totally up to you. He does not have control whether or not you will continue this connection. It's up to you. So group 2, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments because they warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on how does he view you right now and the relationship connection. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Let's get straight into your reading. I can clearly see here your energy. You're naturally drawn to your card, the 7 of Swords. So what I'm picking up here with this energy is that there was some betrayal that did take place in this relationship connection. There was some dishonesty here, a theft. You know, something was stolen. Even if it was like you felt like your time was stolen or your time was wasted here in this relationship. And then you felt like you had to leave. You had to run away. You had to distance yourself emotionally. He thinks about that. He thinks about his actions. He thinks about the things that he said and the things that he did do. And actually, he feels like it's quite, you are very strong for, putting yourself first. That's something he does view within you, a strength that he didn't feel like you had at first. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he view you? And the relationship connection. How does he view you? Look at that. Daring dreamer. Change the way you see, not the way you look. Yeah. This is a relationship where you changed, yourself for him. You became someone that you didn't recognize at all until you realized that by changing yourself for this person was not helping you at all. You even dimmed your light in order to allow his light to shine, and he knows that. And now that you've poured back your energy and you're not giving him what he needs to feed upon in order to have that energy, in order to feel good about himself, you put all of that energy within yourself. And so that bothers him right now. He feels like he's losing a connection with you. He feels like you are letting go. He feels like you're focusing more on you. Self-care. You're taking care of your mind, your body, and your spirit. That's what you're doing right now. And you're being selfish, as you should. Because when there's someone that you are giving so much to and they do not naturally reciprocate the energy by giving back to you, it's time to let go. So you're doing the right thing. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he view you right now and the relationship connection? You have here the 3rd house and perception. Look at the 3rd house showing up. The number 3 is quite significant, and his birthday, birth month, or birth year is significant in yours. It could be interchangeable as the energy does come through. But here with the 3rd house, I do want to point out that Gemini does rule over the 3rd house. The 3rd house does rule over communication and siblings. So it's something significant here with his siblings, brothers or sisters, or your brothers or sisters. There are significance in a way of this relationship. Someone he's speaking to about you. Someone he's having a conversation with about you. And the 3rd house here represents social media. So he is watching your social media pages. He's stalking your social media, prying eyes, being nosy, gossiping a lot about this relationship connection. He can't stop talking about you. There's discussions about you all the time. You know why he's watching your social media? Because he's wondering if you are dating someone else. Are you on excursions? Are you going places? What are you doing? He's researching. He's looking up things about you as well. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. Gemini is significant. And the sun, moon, or rising signs, the 7th house of relationships, or the planet Venus. Gemini, quite significant in his birth chart or your birth chart. So let's get more. Thank you, Spirit. So how does he view you and the relationship connection? Destroyer. So with destroyer here, this energy that I am picking up from this person, I told you I will not leave anything out, because you really need to know what's happening here. And you need the verification, the validation of what you see and what you are feeling. So this person, there's an intoxication and a destructive power destroying others' dreams or potential that he has. So whether he's not supportive of others or talking about others behind their back, that's something that he does do. I feel like you are releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing yourself for a new life. And Spirit is encouraging you to continue to walk down that path, the new paths where you're taking chances, where you're taking risks, where you are communicating and, collaborating with people that are like-minded energy. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he view you right now and the relationship connection? So that card just jumped out of the deck. Let's see what you have. Nervous. So you make him nervous. And even just thinking about you, he gets nervous. He's not sure what to say or how to act around you. He has this nervous energy, this mysterious energy as well. I'm also picking up some Scorpio energy with that mysteriousness. So that's why he's on the social media pages with private accounts without pictures, very hiding in the background, and doesn't want you to catch him or to find out. You make him nervous because you hold him accountable for his actions. But not only that, you hold yourself accountable as well. So that is something that makes him nervous. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he view you and the relationship connection? How does he view you? The Hermit. Healing energy. You've cut him off. You've went into solitude. You're taking care of yourself. It's really now about spiritual illumination for you, growth, inner being, and this Hermit energy. He feels like you're ignoring him on purpose. But you are actually going within for clarity. For clarity, you're going within. This is just really a quest for personal truth for you and really knowing who you are. And this is the right thing to do. He feels like you're not speaking to him on purpose. And you are. You aren't speaking to him on purpose. And this is okay, because it's really important for you to know what you want. And it's really important for you to align with the higher version of yourself. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he view you right now? How does he view you? Look at this, the Sun. The Sun card. The Sun does rule over the zodiac sign of Leo. Leo is significant in the reading. The Sun rules over the Father as well. So with the Sun energy, he's hoping for a joyous outcome with this relationship connection. He feels like you will go on to do really amazing things. He feels like he views you as someone that's going to be very successful. You're going to have that material happiness. It's yours. It's abundantly given to you. It's by your divine right that you do have this material happiness. There's a joyous outcome for you in all your creative ventures. I do want to point that out. So this is why Spirit is encouraging you to really stay focused on that higher version of yourself. Creativity, your self-love, self-expression is very important for you right here. He's hoping and wishing that this relationship would be a success. But the relationship that's most important here is the relationship that you have with yourself and your inner being, because you are on a path now of discovering just your limitless power, discovering your true greatness. And you're not here to fix this person. This person would have to fix himself. So group 3, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.